My dear students, Namaste. Good morning to you all, and also welcome to another session of our mathematics class. In the previous session, we have discussed the trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. We have learned how to find out the trigonometric ratios of 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90 degrees. Hope you have revised well. And in today's session, we shall discuss questions from exercise 8.2. Let's move on to the topic. Before starting the session, let's rewind the 6 trigonometric ratios. There is a right triangle and there is an angle which is marked as theta, and 90-degree opposite we will be marking as hypotenuse, and the side which is opposite to the given angle theta is opposite side, and the side which is left over, that is the adjacent side. And the first trigonometric ratio is sin theta. Sin theta is equal to O divided by H, means opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Next ratio is cos theta. Cos theta is equal to A divided by H, that is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. And the third ratio is tan theta. Tan theta is equal to O divided by A, that is opposite side divided by adjacent side. Next one is cosec theta, that is equal to hypotenuse divided by opposite side. Next one sec theta, that is equal to hypotenuse divided by adjacent side. And the last one is cot theta, that is adjacent by opposite. We have learned a shortcut to remember these formulas, that is SOH, that is for sine, opposite divided by hypotenuse, and next is CAH, that means for cos, adjacent by hypotenuse, and the last one TOA, that is for tan, opposite divided by adjacent. So simply we read it as SOHCAHTO. Next we shall bring trigonometric ratios of 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degrees under one frame. There is a table given to you. In the first row, angle is mentioned, that is 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. And in the first column, trigonometric ratios are mentioned, that is sin A, cos A, tan A, cosec A, sec A and cot A. How to read this table? Let's read it. Sin 0 is 0. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Sin 45 is 1 by root 2. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Sin 90 is 1. Similar way we can read cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot values. In the examination point of view, there will be one or two questions from this topic. So you have to learn these trigonometric ratios of 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degree compulsorily. Two options are there. Either you have to by heart or you have to derive. Here I will discuss or I will share with you one shortcut. There are so many shortcuts are there. So one shortcut just we will discuss how to derive this 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degree. Only you have to by heart 5 values, that is 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. These 5 values you have to by heart. By using these 5 values, we can write all the other trigonometric ratios. First of all, the first row, just similar way we have to write, that is angle 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90, and the first column also same, that is sin A, cos A, tan A, cosec A, sec A and cot A. So there is not much difficulty to write this first row and first column as it is. Then as I mentioned before, 5 values you have to by heart, that is 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. That we have to fill it in the second row from left to right. 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. So first sin A values are filled, means second row is filled. Then by using the same number we can fill the cos values, or we can fill the third row, that is cos values. As I mentioned before, the 5 values are 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. These values we have to write in the third column from right end to the left. from here 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. Once again, 5 values only we have, that is 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. That I filled in the sign row from left to right, 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. Then by using the same values, I am filling cos row from right end to the left, that is 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. Then by using these sine and cos values, we can find tan, cosec, sec and cot. Now you may feel difficulty because you didn't study the formula. After studying the next topic, it will be easy for you. So let's discuss here. Then for finding the tan, you have to simply divide 0 and 1. Means sine and cos, if you divide, you will get tan. That is 0 by 1, that is 0. 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2, that is 1 by root 3. 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2, that is 1. Root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2, that is root 3. 1 divided by 0, division by 0, not defined. Once again, tan values you will get by dividing sine and cos values. Here 0 by 1, that is 0. 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2, that is 1 by root 3. 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2, that is 1. Root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2, that is root 3. 1 by 0, that is not defined. Again, for getting cosec value, just take the reciprocal of sine. Reciprocal of sine. That is, sine value is 0. So 1 by 0 is cosec 0. That is 1 by 0, not defined. So 1 divided by 1 by 2. 1 divided by 1 by 2 is 2. 1 divided by 1 by root 2. That is root 2. 1 divided by root 3 by 2. That is 2 by root 3. Then 1 divided by 1, that is 1. Then for getting cosec values, you have to take the reciprocal of cos. So 1 divided by 1, that is 1. 1 divided by root 3 by 2, that is 2 by root 3. 1 divided by 1 by root 2, that is root 2. 1 divided by 1 by 2, that is 2. Then 1 divided by 0, division by 0, not defined. For getting cot values, you take the reciprocal of tan. Again 1 divided by 0, not defined. 1 divided by 1 by root 3, that is root 3. 1 divided by 1, that is 1. Then 1 divided by root 3, that is 1 by root 3. Then here 1 by 0 only not defined. Reciprocal, if you take 1 divided by 1 by 0, that is 0 by 1, that is 0. So this is the shortcut. So if you feel it is convenient, you can go along with this, or else you can go for your own options. Next we shall discuss questions from exercise 8.2. The question is, evaluate the following. First one, sin 60 into cos 30 plus sin 30 into cos 60. First of all, we have to write down the values of sin 60, cos 30, sin 30 and cos 60. Then we have to go for the calculation. As we have discussed before, we have to prepare the table and keep so that we can use it whenever it is necessary. So here, first row we have to write the angle values 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90, and in the first column we have to fill the trigonometric ratios. And as I have mentioned before, 5 values we have to use to form the entire trigonometric ratio table, that is 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. The first case you have to write it in the sine row from left to right. The same values you have to write it in the cos row from right to left, right and to the left. 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. Next for tan values you have to divide sine and cos. 0 by 1 is 0, 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2, that is 1 by root 3, 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2, that is 1. Root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2, that is root 3, 1 divided by 0, that is not defined. Again, we have discussed before, to get the cosec value, take the reciprocal of sine. To get the sec values, take the reciprocal of cos. To get the cot values, take the reciprocal of tan. So here from the table, sin 60 value we can write. Sin 60 value is root 3 by 2. Then cos 30 value is here root 3 by 2. Then again sin 30 value is 1 by 2, and cos 60 value is 1 by 2. So let's substitute it, that is root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2 plus sin 30 and cos 60 both are 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. Go for the calculation. Root 3 into root 3 is 3, 2 into 2 is 4. So 3 by 4 plus 1 into 1 is 1 divided by 2 into 2 is 4, that is 1 divided by 4. Take the LCM as 4, 4 as common LCM, and 3 plus 1 is denominator, that is 4 by 4, that is equal to 1. Next is second question, that is 2 tan square 45 plus cos square 30 minus sin square 60. Here tan 45 value is 1. Next is cos 30 value. Cos 30 value is root 3 by 2. And sin 60 value. Sin 60 value is also root 3 by 2. So let's substitute it. Here tan 45 is 1. Tan square 45 means 1 square. 2 into 1 square. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Cos square 30 means root 3 by 2 the whole square. Minus sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Sin square 60 is root 3 by 2 the whole square. That is equal to 2 into 1 square is 2, root 3 square is 3, and 2 square is 4, minus root 3 square is 3, 2 square is 4. It is written. That is, here when you take 4 as common LCM, 4 into 2 is 8, then plus 3 minus 3. Then again plus 3 minus 3 is cancelled, and 8 by 4, that is equal to 2. This is one way calculation, or else simply here itself you can calculate 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4, we can cancel it, and final answer 2. So that is the another method. So which one is convenient for you, that way we can solve it. The next one is cos 45 divided by sec 30 plus cosec 30. Here cos 45 value from the table, if you calculate, it is 1 by root 2. And the sec 30 value is here, sec 30 value is 2 by root 3. And the cosec 30 value is 2. Let's substitute it. Cos 45, that is 1 by root 2. Sec 30, that is 2 by root 3. Cosec 30 plus 2. So what we have to do, just to go for the calculation, that is 1 by root 2 divided by denominator, you can take common LCM as root 3. So root 3, 2 plus, since here there is no denominator, we have to multiply root 3, that is 2 into root 3. So here numerator will come as 2 plus 2 root 3 by root 3. 2 plus 2 root 3 by root 3, that is equal to 1 by root 2. This division we have to change it as multiplication, then take the reciprocal of the denominator. 2 plus 2 root 3 by root 3 is here. When you take the reciprocal, it becomes root 3 by 2 plus 2 root 3. That is equal to 1 into root 3 is a root 3. Then in these two there is a 2 common, just to take outside. When you take these two outside, it becomes here 1 plus root 3 will come. So all together when you arrange, this 2 is outside. So 2 root 2 into, here balance is 1 plus root 3. So 2 root 2 into 1 plus root 3 will come. Then here in the denominator, we can go for a little bit of arrangement for our convenience. Root 3 divided by 2 root 2 into this 1 plus root 3 I am writing as root 3 plus 1. Then here denominator, when you check, it is an irrational number. We have to rationalize by using the conjugate. So take the conjugate of root 3 plus 1, that is root 3 minus 1. Root 3 into root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2 into root 3 plus 1, same quantity, 2 root 2 into root 3 plus 1 into root 3 minus 1. So this one we have studied in class 9, rationalizing the denominator, taking the conjugate of the denominator and multiplying it in the numerator and denominator. Here the conjugate of root 3 plus 1 is root 3 minus 1. That root 3 minus 1 we are taking and multiplying it in the numerator and in the denominator. Go for the calculation, that is 3 root 3 into root 3, that is 3, root 3 into minus 1, that is minus root 3. And here 2 root 2 into, this is a plus b into a minus b format. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Here a is root 3, so root 3 square minus, and b is 1, so 1 square. Go for the calculation, that is 3 minus root 3 divided by 2 root 2 into root 3 square is 3 minus 1 square is 1, that is 3 minus 1. that is equal to 3 minus root 3 divided by 4 root 2. Here in the denominator again irrational number is coming, that is root 2 is irrational. So we have to rationalize, means root 2 is in the denominator. To rationalize it, we have to multiply root 2 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. That is 3 minus root 3 into root 2 we are multiplying in the numerator and in the denominator also. So denominator becomes 4 root 2 into root 2. Once again, in the previous case, we have multiplied the conjugate in the numerator and denominator. Root 3 plus 1 was the term. Conjugate is root 3 minus 1. We multiplied in the numerator and denominator. And in this case, denominator is having only a single quantity, that is root 2. So, for rationalizing it, root 2 we have to multiply it in the numerator and denominator. That is equal to 3 into root 2, that is 3 root 2 minus root 3 into root 2, that is written here. Here 4 root 2 into root 2 is 2. So 4 into 2, that is equal to 8. That is 3 root 2 minus root 3 into root 2 is root 6 divided by 8. 3 root 2 minus root 6 divided by. Next we shall discuss question number 4. The question is sin 30 plus tan 45 minus cosec 60 divided by sec 30 plus cos 60 plus cot 45. First of all, we have to write down the values of sin 30, tan 45, cosec 60, then sec 30, cos 60, cot 45. Let's prepare the table. As we have discussed before, in the first row there is angle values, and in the first column trigonometric ratios, and by using those 5 values we have to fill the sine column, that is sine row, that is 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. And again by using the same values we have to fill the cos row from the right end to the left, that is 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. For getting the tan values we have to divide sine by cos, that is 0 by 1 is 0, 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2, that is 1 by root 3, 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2, that is 1, root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2, that is root 3, 1 divided by 0, that is not defined, division by 0. For calculating the cosec values, take the reciprocal of sine. For calculating sec values, take the reciprocal of cos. For calculating cot values, take the reciprocal of tan. So, once you prepare the table and keep, it is easy for you to identify the values. So, here sin 30 value, that is sin 30 is 1 by 2. Next is tan 45 value is 1. Next is cosec 60. Cosec 60 value is here 2 by root 3. Next is sec 30. So sec 30 value is 2 by root 3. Then cos 60. Cos 60 value is here. It is 1 by 2. Next is cot 45. Cot 45 value is here 1. Let's substitute it. That is sin 30, that is 1 by 2. Tan 45 is 1 minus cosec 60 is 2 by root 3. Then denominator sec 30 is 2 by root 3 plus cos 60 is 1 by 2 plus cot 45 is 1. Let's go for the calculation. Here 1 by 2 plus 1. Together if you take the common LCM 2, 2 into 1, 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. That is 3 by 2 minus here 2 by root 3 is there. That is written as it is. And here 1 by 2 plus 1. 1 by 2 plus 1 is, when you add 2 into 1, 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 by 2 will come. So 3 by 2 plus 2 by root 3. Just we have rearranged, in the sense in the numerator is there 3 by 2 minus 2 by root 3. In the same order we brought the denominator also. That is what we have done. Here 1 by 2 plus 1 is there, that we have added and we have written here in the first, plus 2 by root 3 as second. Since there is addition, there is no problem of changing the order. That is 2 root 3 common LCM we can take in the numerator, that is 2 root 3 into 2 root 3, then 3 into root 3. 3 into root 3 is 3 root 3 minus 2 into 2 is 4. Common LCM is 2 root 3. Same process is in the denominator also. 2 into root 3, that is 2 root 3 as common denominator. Then 3 into root 3. 3 into root 3 is 3 root 3 plus 2 into 2. 2 into 2 is 4. Once again, in the numerator, 3 by 2 minus 2 by 3 case, 2 and root 3 we are taking 2 root 3 we are taking as LCM. 2 root 3 into 3 into root 3 minus 2 into 4, that is 4. Denominator also same, 2 root 3 we are taking as common LCM. Then 3 into root 3, that is 3 root 3 plus 2 into 2, that is 4. Here 2 root 3 and 2 root 3 common denominators we can cancel. Balance will be 3 root 3 minus 4 divided by 3 root 3 plus 4. Here 2 root 3 cancelled. Balance is 3 root 3 minus 4 divided by 3 root 3 plus 4, that is written here. Then take the conjugate, because the denominator is irrational. We have to go for rationalizing the denominator. So 3 root 3 plus 4 conjugate is 3 root 3 minus 4, that we have to take and multiply in the numerator and denominator. Now here 3 root 3 minus 4 into 3 root 3 minus 4, that is a minus b the whole square format. We can write it as 3 root 3 minus 4 the whole square. And here in the denominator is a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. So both the formulas we have recalled here. Then 3 root 3 minus 4 the whole square divided by 3 root 3 the whole square minus 4 square. In that format we have written. This is a minus b the whole square format, and the denominator is a square minus b square format. So both the formulas are recalled here. So go for expanding, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Here 3 root 3 the whole square minus 2 into ab, that is 2 into 3 root 3 into 4. It is written here plus b square, that is written. Then next is a square minus b square, that is 3 root 3 the whole square minus 4 square. That is 3 square is 9, again root 3 square is 3, minus 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into 4 is 24, then root 3 is there. So 24 root 3 plus 4 square is 16 divided by 3 root 3 the whole square, that is 3 square is 9, root 3 square is 3. So 9 into 3 minus 4 square is 16. That is equal to 9 into 3 27 plus 16. 27 plus 16 is 43 minus 24 root 3 divided by here 9 into 3 is 27 minus 16 is 11. So 43 minus 24 root 3 divided. Next we shall discuss question number 5. The question is 5 cos square 60 plus 4 sec square 30 minus tan square 45 divided by sin square 30 plus cos square 30. So here first of all, we have to write down the values of cos 60, sec 30, tan 45, sin 30, cos 30. So let's prepare the table. We have discussed before in the first row all angle values and the first column trigonometric ratios, and by using those 5 values 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1, by using these 5 values we can fill the sin row, and the same values we have to fill in the cos row from the right end to the left. Then for getting tan value, we have to divide sin by cos. For getting cosec values, we have to take the reciprocal of sin. For getting sec values, we have to take the reciprocal of cos. And for getting cot values, we have to take the reciprocal of tan. So once the table is ready, we can calculate the given question. That is, first one, cos square 60 means cos 60 we have to calculate. Cos 60 from here is 1 by 2. Then sec 30 value, that is sec 30 value is from here, it is 2 by root 3. Then next is tan 45 value is 1. Then next is sin 30 value is 1 by 2. Then cos 30 value from here is root 3 by 2. So let's substitute it. 5 into cos 60 is 1 by 2 the whole square plus 4 into sec 30 is 2 by root 3. So sec square 30 is 2 by root 3 the whole square minus tan 45 is 1. So tan square 45 is 1 square divided by sin 30 value is 1 by 2. So sin square 30 is 1 by 2 the whole square plus cos 30 value is root 3 by 2. So cos square 30 is root 3 by 2 the whole square. So that is equal to 5 into 1 by 2 the whole square is 1 by 4 plus 4 into 2 by root 3, that is 2 square is 4, root 3 square is 3. So 4 into 4 by 3 minus 1 square remains 1 square. Then sin square 30, that is 1 by 2 the whole square, 1 by 2 the whole square is 1 by 4 plus root 3 by 2 the whole square, root 3 square is 3, 2 square is 4. Then go for the calculation. 5 into 1 5 divided by 4 plus 4 into 4 is 16 divided by 3 minus 1 square is 1 divided by 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. It is clear that it is 1 because when you take the common LCM 4, numerator is 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 by 4 is denominator 1. That is, here 4 and 3 are the LCM, that is 12. This denominator by division by 1, that is the same quantity itself. So denominator is gone. Only we are having 5 by 4 plus 16 by 3 minus 1. And here 4 and 3 together, common LCM 12 we have taken. So we have to multiply 5 with 3. 5 into 3 is 15 plus 16 into 4, that is 64, minus here there is no denominator, means we have to multiply the common denominator, that is 12. 12 into 1, that is equal to 12. That is 55 plus 64, that is 79 minus 12 divided by 12. That is equal to 79 minus 12 is 67 divided by 12. That is the answer, 67 divided by 12. Move on to question number 2. The question is, choose the correct option and justify your choice. This question is similar to the previous one, so you will do this as homework. Question number 3. The question is, if tan a plus b is equal to root 3 and tan a minus b equal to 1 by root 3, 0 less than a plus b less than or equal to 90 degree, a greater than b, find a and b. Here tan a plus b value is given to us root 3 and tan a minus b value is given to us 1 by root 3. 0 less than a plus b less than or equal to 90 and a greater than b are the conditions for angles. So let's write the given conditions. Tan a plus b is equal to root 3. So here we have to check for what value of theta tan theta becomes root 3. Once again, we have to check for what value of theta tan theta is equal to root 3. Here it's not necessary for writing the table because there are only two values, root 3 and 1 by root 3, that is for tan. So it is easy for us to recall from our mind. So for tan 60, the value is root 3. So let's write tan a plus b is equal to tan 60 degree. So for tan 60, the value is root 3. That's why right side we have changed as tan 60 because tan 60 is equal to root 3. Then a plus b is equal to 60 degree, means two trigonometric ratios are equal in the sense their angles are equal. Here tan a plus b is the angle and right side tan 60 is the angle. So a plus b equal to 60 because two trigonometric ratios are equal, means their angles are equal. Then label it as equation number 1. Next condition is tan a minus b is equal to 1 by root 3. Here we have to check for what value of theta tan theta is 1 by root 3. Once again, we have to check for what value of theta tan theta is equal to 1 by root 3. That is tan a minus b equal to, for angle 30 degree, the value tan value is 1 by root 3. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. That's why we have changed the right side 1 by root 3 as tan 30. Here again, two trigonometric ratios are equal in the sense their angles are equal. That means a minus b is equal to 30 degree. Label it as equation number 2. Now we have got two equations. One is a plus b is equal to 60 degree. Another one is a minus b is equal to 30 degree. So let's go for solving. Let's write the two equations, a plus b equal to 60 and a minus b is equal to 30. Then equation number 1 and 2 if you add, we will get a plus a. A plus a is 2a and here plus b minus b cancelled, equal to 60 plus 30. 60 plus 30 is 90. So 2a equal to 90 we have got. From here a we can calculate 90 divided by 2. 90 divided by 2 is 45 degree. Now we have got the value of one angle. Then by substituting the value of a in equation number 1, equation number 1 is a plus b is equal to 60 degree. So a value we have got 45. So 45 plus b is equal to 60 degree. From here b we can calculate b is equal to 60 minus 45. 60 minus 45 is 15 degree. So value of a is 45 degree and value of b is 15 degree. Therefore, angle A is 45 degree and angle B equal to 15 degree. So these are the values of angle A and angle B. That is the answer. Next, we shall discuss question number 4. The question is, state whether the following are true or false. Justify your answer. First statement is sin A plus B is equal to sin A plus sin B. So here, let's prepare the table. As before, in the first row, we have to fill the angles 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 beginning from angle A, and in the first column from angle A we have to fill sin A, cos A, all these trigonometric ratios. Next, by using those 5 values 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1, we have to fill the sin row 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1 we have filled. The same values we have to fill in the cos row from the right hand to the left, that is 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. Then to get the tan value we have to divide sin by cos. Next, to get the cosec values we have to take the reciprocal of sin. Next, to get the sec values we have to take the reciprocal of cos. Next, to get the cot values we have to take the reciprocal of tan. Hope it is clear. After preparing the table, let's go for verifying the statement. So for the purpose of verification, take A is equal to 30 degree and B is equal to 60 degree. Here sin A plus B is equal to, here A value we have taken as 30 and B value we have taken as 60. So let's substitute it. That is sin 30 plus 60, that is equal to sin 90. So from the table, sin 90 value is 1. So sin 90 is equal to 1. Then the right hand side, if you take sin A plus sin B is equal to, here A is 30 degree and B is 60 degree. So let's substitute it. Sin 30 plus sin 60, that is equal to sin 30 value is 1 by 2, sin 60 value is root 3 by 2 from the table. So 1 by 2 plus root 3 by 2. Here the common denominator is 2, then the numerator becomes 1 plus root 3. That is, when you check the left hand side answer and the right hand side answer, it is clear that they are not equal because 1 and 1 plus root 3 by 2 are not equal. So clearly sin A plus B is not equal to sin A plus sin B. Therefore, the given statement is false. Next statement, the value of sin theta increases as theta increases in the interval of 0 degree less than theta less than 90 degree. Means the value of sin theta is increasing as theta is moving from 0 to 90 degree. So let's check it. Here the beginning angle is 0 degree. So that is sin 0 is 0. Next, sin 30, if you take sin 30 is here 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is 0.5. Then we can go for the last one, that is because other values 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and all division, it is a little bit of difficult. So we can take the last value, that is sin 90, that is equal to 1. So when you check here, the angle is increasing from 0 to 90, 0, 30, 90. Then what is happening to the values, that is 0 first, then after that 0.5, then moving on to 1. Means the values also increasing 0, 0.5 and 1. Means the given statement is true. That means the value of sin theta increases as theta increases in the interval 0 degree less than theta less than 90 degree. Next statement is the value of cos theta increases as theta increases. Let's prepare the table. First row we have to fill the angles 0, 30, 45, 60, 90, and the first column we have to fill again by using the trigonometric ratios along with the angle A. Then first, by using those 5 values 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. By using these 5 values we have to fill the sin row, and the same values we have to fill in the cos row from right hand to the left. Then to get the tan value we have to divide sin and cos. To get the cosec value we have to take the reciprocal of sin. Then sec is reciprocal of cos and cot is reciprocal of tan. Reciprocal in the sense, take 1 divided by the particular value, that's all. For example, if you want to calculate cot 30 in the sense, here tan 30 is 1 by root 3 you have to take the reciprocal of 1 by root 3, that is 1 divided by 1 by root 3, that is root 3. Hope it is clear. Then as before, let's take the values. Cos 0 is equal to 1. From here cos 0 value is 1. Next you have to choose some angles which is easy for us to divide. Here root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2 we can neglect it because division is a little bit difficult. Then we can take this value 1 by 2. That is cos 60 is 1 by 2, that is equal to 0.5. Again one more value we can take, cos 90, that is equal to 0 degree. Here the angles are increasing from 0 to 90, and what is happening to the value is it is decreasing. First it was 1, next reduced to 0.5, again it is reduced to 0. Means it can be observed that the value of cos theta does not increase in the interval of 0 degree less than theta less than 90 degree. Hence the given statement is false. Next statement is sin theta is equal to cos theta for all values of theta. Here sin 45, it is clear from the table, sin 45 is 1 by root 2 that we have written. Again sin theta equal to cos theta for all values of theta. Here I have taken theta is 45. Next cos 45 I am taking, cos 45 is 1 by root 2. In this case only sin theta and cos theta are equal. From the table it is quite clear. When you compare here 0 and 1, here 1 by 2 and root 3 by 2, here root 3 by 2 and 1 by 2, here 1 and 0. Only in this case, that is only for 45 degree angle, both sin and cos are equal. All the other values, all other values are different. Means the given statement is true for only 45 degree and it is not true for all other values of theta. Hence the given statement is false. Next one, question number 5 or statement number 5, tan 0 degree equal to 0 and cot A is not defined for A equal to 0 degree. This statement also we can verify by using the table. The given statement is true because tan 0 is equal to 0. Here you can check column tan 0 is equal to 0 and cot A is not defined for A equal to 0. In the sense cot 0 is not defined. A value is 0. Means cot 0 is not defined. Here when you check cot 0, here you can see it is not defined. So from the table itself we can say that the given statement is true. With that question, we have completed exercise 8.2. Before moving on to exercise 8.3, let's discuss trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Here the term complementary is quite familiar for us. That is, two angles are said to be complementary if their sum equals 90 degree. Means when you add two angles, if you get the sum as 90 degree, then we can say that the two angles are complementary. Consider a right triangle ABC right angled at B. Means B is 90 degree. Then if you take A and C, the balance two angles together, their sum is 90 degree. Because altogether in a triangle, three angles, by using angle sum property, we can say that angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 180 degree. Here angle B 90 degree means balance from 180 we are having 90. So A and C together 90 degree. Once again, since it is a right triangle, angle B is equal to 90 degree. Then the remaining angles, angle A and C together if you take, we will get 90 degree. Means angle A and C are complementary angles because when you add angle A and angle C, we will get 90 degree. Once again, in triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. By using angle sum property, we can say that the balance angles or the remaining angles, angle A and angle C, together it is 90 degree. Means angle A and C are complementary angles. So let's take angle C as theta. Then surely angle A will be 90 minus theta. For example, if C is 50 degree, then angle A must be 40 degree because when you add this angle A and C, you should get 90 degree. Means 50 plus 40, that is 90 degree. So that's why angle C, if I have taken theta, then angle A should be 90 minus theta. In triangle ABC, right angle at B, angle A and angle C are complementary angles. The reason I have explained. Here some formulas we have to by heart. That is sin 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. The verification part is not necessary. Means if you calculate sin theta or sin 90 minus theta by using this angle, we will get O by H. O is BC and H is AC. Then by using this angle theta, here theta, cos theta, if you take cos angle, that is cos theta is A by H. Here A is BC and H is AC. So that also we will get as BC by AC. That's why the result is saying sin 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. Once again, sin 90 minus theta, here the angle is 90 minus theta. If you take this angle 90 minus theta, sin is O by H, opposite by hypotenuse. So here opposite side is BC, hypotenuse is AC. So sin 90 minus theta is BC by AC. On the right side, if you check, angle is theta, that is here. So cos theta we have to calculate. Cos theta is A by H. So A is BC and H is AC. So that is BC by AC. Means for both the values we are getting BC by AC as the answer. So we can say that sin 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. The proof is not necessary. Even if it is asked, you can simply calculate the way I have explained. Next is cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Next result. Then tan 90 minus theta equal to cot theta. Again cot 90 minus theta is equal to tan theta. The next one, cosec 90 minus theta equal to sec theta. And the last one is sec 90 minus theta is equal to cosec theta. So there are 6 values are here, 6 results are here. These 6 results you have to by heart, because this we have to use for calculating or for solving exercise 8.3. My dear students, in today's session we have discussed all the questions from exercise 8.2. Hope it is clear for you all. And also we have discussed the trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. You need to by heart it before the online session. If you have any doubt, please write and keep. We will discuss it during the online session. Thank you for watching.